shining. The weather outside is, I forgot the words, frightening? No, it's not. But no, it is day 2 and we are up and about. It's a little bit later this morning. What time is it now?
10:45.
It's 10:45. Many reasons, 4 reasons. One, we went to sleep at 1 o'clock. Secondly, we're probably a bit jet lagged. I took some antihistamines in the morning because of my skin. So we're walking in the shade. I need some sun on the face. And so took antihistamines. That normally makes me really, really tired. And also I slept with my face planted into my pillow. So all the blood rushing. Look at all the bikes. I don't know if this is early morning commute rush hour, but we are heading to do some sightseeing today, some culture. So we're going to go to the Grand Palace. Tim is in the shade. We're going to go to the Grand Palace, and then I think it's Pho Yuan, and then maybe we're going to be along the riverside. So we'll go over there. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. But have a great day, and we'll see you later. Look how... That's the king, right?
Seven stops.
Okay, BL31. Perfect, thank you. It's like we've got a golden ticket into amazingness. So today we went to visit 2 locations. We went to see the Grand Palace, and we're here in Wat Pho, which is the reclining Buddha.
And it's good to do the 2 things together. They're close enough to make a day of it. The Grand Palace was 500 baht a person to get in, 200 baht each to get in here.
Really, really beautiful. Like so many things that just capture your eye. Beautiful colours. Really nice sun as well today, so I think that really reflected. It was really hot today, but yesterday was quite overcast, so I think today was not the heat, but definitely in terms of the lighting, just to really see the colours and everything like that. And this is just my jam. Love to see all the patterns and the details, so really loved today. Amazing things to see.
Yeah, it was a lot hotter and a lot more humid. It's had the sun peeking in and out all day, so I think you definitely have to account for that. It was a good idea to to bring an umbrella in case it rained, which it hasn't done, but it doubles up as a parasol, which is definitely needed. You went quite red at the beginning of the day. I was getting a bit worried. And flip-flops as well. Like, take some flip-flops. I started the day in shoes, but getting into flip-flops after a couple of hours was definitely the thing to do.
And when you go to the Grand Palace, for ladies you need to be covered up. You need to be covered up shoulders, and nothing see-through.
Because they will stop you. Funny to see the security, the military guys all dressed up and in no uncertain terms telling people whether they can or can't come in, and what they make of their fashion sense, which was cool to see. The Thais they seem super laid back, super nice, and it's a nice little contrast to see the authority of the military and the sort of the public sector workers, I guess, that are all in their uniforms, full uniform in this heat. It's crazy to see boots and shirts and fully dressed up.
After the Grand Palace we needed some food, so we stopped for lunch just opposite here actually, and we went to a really nice place called, was it Hello Sit Down or something? Hello Sit Here. And at the end of the meal I was supposed to give 100 baht, and I actually gave 500 baht, and because the colouring is a little bit different, similar, one's red and one's a purple, and the lovely guy came straight back and was like, this is 500, so he was super honest.
Yeah, super honest.
So that was really
could have
lovely.
Easily would have been none the wiser.
Yeah,
and great food as well, really good, and it was cheap as well. It's great.
The beef Penang.
With Noi chili, but it's still pretty hot. It's very good though.
With a little bit of chili, but it's still hot. So I've decided to go for something a little bit different than I normally go for. This is the chicken, stir-fried chicken glass noodles. In Filipino, we call it pancit, but it's got a little bit of a different taste. Really good. Good temperature, really hot. Good choice. My skin has done alright considering the heat, and in London it's the heat that aggravates it. To be fair, it's hot and cold, and I don't know what aggravates it, it's just what it is. But when we were walking around and it was really hot, it wasn't aggravating me, it wasn't itchy, it was just more when we sat down and maybe the change of temperature. But yeah, my face was like a tomato by the first hour. But there was loads of places to get shade and stuff like that with fans. So
take the opportunity to get out of the sun. I think they design their buildings and their architecture with the heat and the rain in mind. So there are always walkways that are hidden away. There are lots of trees. There's a nice mix of the sort of the harder architecture and the organic. Agricultural sort of stuff. Get out the sun.
Yeah.
We took a tuk tuk, didn't we, for the first time? That was cool. Bad bartering, I think.
Yeah.
We lost first player's advantage and kind of asked him for a price off the bat. And,
I mean, because he looked at me and was like, you know, how much? And we were like, oh, you tell us. And I thought, as I said it, I was like, that's bad.
You live and learn.
Yeah.
I mean, they initially said 100 baht, and we were asking to go what I would say, I think it's 750 metres between the two.
Yeah, it wasn't far.
So it was really short, and I think probably should have started off by offering maybe
half.
Less than half, I think,
maybe.
for that. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe 30, 40 baht. I think it wasn't much. It was done in a couple of minutes,
but we live and learn.
It was alright. First time on a tuk tuk, so
yeah,
it was cool. Almost lost my hat.
Did you? And I actually nearly lost my my Insta 360. I didn't lose it, but I actually didn't put my strap on it, like the strap around my wrist. And I was, you know, because I didn't have that, I was like, but yeah, it was all good.
I think I'll have a little bit more of a reflect on what we made of today, and then maybe record something else later. It's a lot to take in when you're seeing so much. There's quite a lot to read as well. They give you good information, and I guess it's a little bit comparatively to how much history there is in these places, and we come in as really knowing absolutely nothing. So I don't think you're going to get a history lesson from us, but we're kind of learning as we go with all this. So.
Yeah. Well, actually, what was really nice is when you come in, there's so much to see and record, and you want to be present and you want to record. But what was nice in some places, in some of the temples, you had to take your shoes off and you couldn't record anything. And actually, that was really nice. That they forced you to be present and just breathe, and that's what I needed. So that contrast was really, really nice.
It's a nice aspect of respecting their culture.
Yeah, totally.
I don't think it's massively busy here at the moment. It is low season, but it was busy in the Grand Palace, busier so than here.
Yeah.
It was busy and it was hot, but it was a nice break from that to step into the temple area where the Buddha was, and like Sarah said, you take your shoes off, you sit down, and you're meant to be in silence. A reflective point of the day. I think in general, it's obviously it's new to us. All of this is new to us, but travelling around and trying to document things and record things, it does pull you away a little bit from what you're actually doing. So there's definitely a balance to be had. So maybe figuring out a method of getting some footage and then doing a bit of thinking about it, but then also, being present. So it's, I guess, something to bear in mind.
Yeah.
For future stuff. Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to go. I need to find some air conditioning.
Yeah.
So, see you later.
Just here at Wat Pho, Reclining Buddha, and just start to have a look at the detailing on these spires that surround the halls, and you can see it's ceramic, and it's obviously been fired and coloured and then laid and pastiched in places over tiling, coloured and cut, and absolutely beautiful. You can see bits and pieces have come off, obviously because of the age. It's called Wat Pho, so I imagine it's Angkor Wat, the Khmer time period. It looks like that to me. I'm no expert, but absolutely beautiful. A real labour of love. There are dozens of these spires that are all head to toe in this detailing, and it seems like this detailing is very common of the Thai style in general. There are definitely distinctive periods, I would say, within sort of how it's done, whether it's a lot of the other stuff seems to be gold gilding, and then slightly more intricate detailing, maybe slightly more refined, that may have been a later time period, but the rawness of this is incredible. I even like where kind of bits have come away, and it really shows the age, and you can see the rendering, and real craftsmanship. Absolutely beautiful. So what do you make of this?
I like the dancing statues.
Dancing statues.
There's
Looks like they're having a good stretch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's their kata, their system. It's amazing. Pull out a little bit. It's It's definitely been very meticulously laid out, isn't it? Even the way it's been planted, it's
like a picture.
yeah, it's super organic, and it balances really well. All these do, don't they? They're sort of dotted around everywhere, and with little dioramas with animals and statues, and I'm sure there are stories and myths and legends to go behind them. They definitely make you think.
So we are back in the hotel, day 3 around the palaces, and we decided to actually just chill in the evening because it was a really hot day. We think 2 palaces was enough for today, so we decided to go over our footage, see what amazing things that we have filmed, and we realised where we thought it was a quiet spot, but they were actually clearing up and getting ready to close. So we found that there was moments where guys were like wheeling all the tables and chairs, and it was pretty noisy. So there was a lot of footage in there that we had to cut out. So we thought we'd give you a bit of a
recap on what you missed. I think we also realised that I need to learn to project a bit more. It wasn't helped by my softly spoken voice. So that's something I need to work on. I need to project a bit more, and we need to choose. It looked good though, didn't it?
Yeah.
I thought the location looked great, but it was tidy up time for the workmen.
And we were thinking maybe we can get
past
away
their
with
trolleys,
it.
and yeah, it was end of the day, and they were gonna not stop for us. So
yeah. So I mean, one thing that
and they seemed to come through every time I was talking as well. So your voice would have probably made it and cut through.
I'm fine. I don't need to project, but like it just the way it is. But I think the one thing that we missed was on the way to the Grand Palace. We did get approached by 2 guys, and I think it might have been set up. We probably look like tourists.
We look like a couple of tourists in the heat.
Yeah.
Looking for the Grand Palace. There was a stream of tourists going past as well. But I think they saw us coming and came over and introduced themselves, wanted to know where we were going, what our names were. And they told us that the Grand Palace was empty today, and it was a Buddhist festival day, and it was closed. And
no, he said it was closing at 12. So basically, the Grand Palace closes at 3:30, and he was saying it's 12 o'clock. Oh, you know, they're not having any more guests in because of that. Okay. You know, so I think he was trying to get us to go to the.
Yeah, he wanted us
another place, wasn't he?
To go somewhere else with him, and I don't know whether he wanted to get us in a Tuk Tuk and charge some money or on commission for somewhere else.
Yeah, and actually we just said, don't worry, we'll just go and check it out anyway. And we got there and it was open. So
yeah, I think if generally if anyone comes up to you and they're overly friendly and they're asking your name, where you're from, trying to break the ice quickly, and then offer to help you, maybe it felt like a scam. It felt like, you know, yesterday when the guy offered to help us, it felt genuine.
Yeah. And I think that's what when I was doing some research, and obviously there's tons of videos on YouTube, I think it is good to know that if someone approaches you about, you know, if they say, do you want a taxi, where do you want to go, probably think twice about going with them. It's more about the people you approach. You know, if there's a tuk-tuk driver or a taxi driver, and you go up to them and you're looking for their business, normally that's okay, but it's when they're coming to you going, you know, I can take you here, I can take you there. So just be mindful of that.
They weren't too persistent, you know. After, you know, a couple of attempts, we sort of just said no, we're going to go and try our luck, and they left us on our way. So,
yeah. So, but yeah, all in all, a really, really good day. We came back, we chilled here, then we went over to just a restaurant around the corner from here, and it was like very busy with the locals, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty buzzing.
And that's always good.
Yeah, it was cool. It was right by the main road, all the motorbikes going by. It was absolutely packed. We kind of had to sort of look around, and we spotted one free table. So yeah, it's a good sign for a restaurant, isn't it? If it's busy and they're locals there. I mean, the menu did have English on the menu, but it was laid out in a pretty hectic way.
And they had some interesting,
it was difficult to decipher, and yeah, there was duck
mouth, some intestines, feet.
So anything that was kind of ambiguous, I didn't want to go with because I didn't know what it was going to come with. So as tourists, I guess we went for a shrimp pad thai.
Yeah, and
chicken wings, which were really good. The chicken wings were really good, deep fried chicken wings, and the pad thai was really good.
I think also because you know the wet market we went to yesterday, that was literally on the other side of the road. So I was thinking, okay, maybe those duck mouths and feet came from there. So yeah, no, it was good food. I really enjoyed that. Spicy?
The Thai sweet chili is a good level of spice, but better than UK levels, but not ridiculous.
That was day 3, and yeah, we haven't actually planned for tomorrow, so we're looking to go to one of the markets, a weekend market here. Definitely wanted to do a little bit of shopping, but not too much because we can't fit it in our bags.
Maybe look for some different flip-flops. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mine are rubbing a little bit.
But also, I think yesterday, maybe a bit of jet lag, but we decided tomorrow maybe get up early, so you're not there in the midday sun, because today was super hot. And then we're looking to go to, what's that road in the evening? Koh San Road, just to check it out. It's where the backpackers are, and we've actually not gone out in the evening yet, so yeah, maybe check that out tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Good night.